Hello, and welcome to Frugal Gamer. I would like to touch up on something that isn't really related to the channel, but I feel like it's very important to touch up on just because of it's your happiness on the line. You know what, let me just jump right into this and then you'll see what I mean. There are 5 components that directly affect your success. Now, the first thing that directly affects your success is mentality. Mentality is one of those things that with the right circumstances, you can be doing something absolutely wonderful, but also under the right circumstances, you can be screwing everything up just with your mentality. For example, I know somebody who is actually my husband's best friend. He is a white supremacist. And he is, surprisingly enough, he's actually successful, even being a white supremacist. The reason for this is because he has that mentality of, I can go to work, I'm getting my life together, etc., etc. He's actually doing what he needs to do to get his life together. Now, now when I say success, I don't mean, oh, he's rich. No, that's what most Americans think, but no, it is not anywhere near being rich. He's successful, which means that he is satisfied with his work life, with his home life, with his lifestyle. He's somebody that really wants to just sit back when he gets home from work, watch a show or two, spend time with his girlfriend, go out to eat, or even have something delivered, whatever the case may be. He goes and he basically spends his time with his family. Well, family. What's going to be his family. And this, even though his girlfriend is somebody that has an ethnicity of something that he doesn't like, he still sees past that. Because he is with who he's with, he's actually grown to be not so much of a white supremacist, but either way, he is happy spending time with her, even though she is something that he doesn't exactly agree with. He is also somebody that can go to work and he is happy with how much he makes at the end of the day. So mentality is a big, big, big thing that can directly affect your success. For example, my mentality is I need to continuously work. I need to work. I need to get my name out there. Not only just out there, but I need to get my name out there in a good way. Because all my life I've just been kicked, and I've been kicked while I'm down, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I suffer with major depressive disorder and a whole bunch of other disorders and health problems and all that. But no matter what, I still have that grind that I need to work, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do stuff. I cannot just sit there and do nothing. Because that's what I did throughout my teenage years, is because I just didn't do anything because of my depression being so bad. And it finally clicked in my head, if you're going to make yourself better than what you are, you have to start doing. You can't just think you're going to do it and then just sit there and continue to watch YouTube videos. You have to sit there and do. You have to do. So mentality is one of those things that really depends on you, but you have to have the drive to do what you want to do and actually do it. That's the primary mentality that you need to have. Now, if you are somebody that is always trying to prepare for the worst, you are likely spending too much time worrying and not enough time doing. That's actually something that I do a lot too. I worry about different things, and this week I've gotten only half the things done that I'm supposed to have done by now. So it's just one of those things that really depends on you. But number 2 is going to be food intake. With food intake, how that directly affects your success is because if you've ever heard the saying, you are what you eat, that saying is spot on. For example, I've had to recently switch my diet to something that's more healthy just because of the fact that I have moderate hypertension. I've had to switch up to where I'm intaking more potassium because I also have hyperhidrosis and my potassium gets flushed out when I sweat a lot, which you guys have probably seen in 1 or 2 of these videos. But food intake can directly affect your success because it can have, if you are eating a whole bunch of junk food, you are likely not going to be your most efficient. You are more likely to be that sluggish, oh, let me just watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos. Let me just scroll through it, see which video I want to watch. And then 3 hours later, you're still watching YouTube videos. But if you're eating healthier, for example, if you sit there and you cut back on your oily foods and your fast food and all that, you are more likely to be efficient. Now, I understand being on a strict budget and you don't have the money to necessarily do all that, but it is very important to get the best quality food that you can, and enough of it so that you can survive the period of time that you need to survive. Alright, and then number 3 is going to be exercise. Exercise is not something that a lot of people think about. Now, exercise is a very broad category. Exercise can be something as little as you're taking a walk around the block once a day, or it can be as extreme as you are doing yoga for 2 hours every single day on top of doing some weight training for an hour. It can go from being something small to something extreme. It really just depends on you. If you're not somebody that works out a lot, maybe you should be stretching instead. Just stretching and taking that few minutes to actually try and improve your health in any way or your physical condition can actually have a lot to do with your mentality. It can allow you to sit back and think about the things that you need to do. For example, when I work out and I'm sitting there doing squats, I can sit there and not only am I breathing, like I'm actually taking a step back and breathing, but I'm also improving not just how I feel, but how I look too. And then I have to worry about those things even less. So try to make an effort to exercise or work out. You can do yoga, you can do aerobics, you can even swim. Swimming counts. Just do some kind of workout every single day, and you're eventually going to see a great change in your mentality, not just your mentality, but your health. All right, and then number 4 is actually going to be time management. Time management directly affects your success, because if you are able to sit there and schedule when you go shopping, you do all your shopping in one go, you come back, that's less time, less gas, less money that you're spending and consuming and all that just for you to go and get the things that you needed to get anyway. Otherwise, you probably would have spaced it out differently, and then you'd be spending more money because of the fact that you're going there on different days, and they're going to have different things, and things might be moved around, so you might see different stuff that wasn't even there 2 days ago. And then on top of that, you're not spending money on more gas, so that you are sitting there and you are more likely to impulse buy when you're at the register trying to wait for the person in front of you to hurry up and get their crap and leave so that you can get some damn gas. And then you're also spending less time. Time is the most important thing that we all have. Because if somebody sits there and takes your car, you can get another car. It may be difficult, but you can get another car. If somebody takes your mattress, that's fine. You can sleep on the floor. You don't necessarily need a mattress. Or even sleep on your box spring. But you don't necessarily need a mattress. You can replace that. Time is the one variable that we all have that is not replaceable. You are never going to get that 2 minutes back. Me making this video, I'm not going to get that 11 minutes and 30 seconds back. Number 5. So time management is the most important aspect when it comes to you being successful. Because if you can be spending your time on, say, exercising, or even something like your work, or your skills, or whatever the case may be, you can be spending the time that you would typically be using to go to Walmart again and get your folders or whatever it is. You could be using that time on your work, on your skills, on your workouts, whatever the case may be for you. You can be using that time on something that's going to actually help you in the long run. Whereas you're probably doing something that's going to make it harder for you to be able to actually help yourself and succeed. Because the way I try to look at it when it comes to time management is, if you wait an entire day to do that one thing that you want to do, say for example, maybe you're a programmer. If you're a programmer, then you could be sitting there doing your programming. You could be programming in a mobile app. And if you wait a whole day to do that, it's going to take you 3 days to do that. Every day that you waste, that's going to take 3 days to get back. Just to get that work ethic back. All that efficiency and all that, that's going to take 3 days. So do it now, while you have the time. Not only while you have the time, but while you have the brain cells to be able to spend on that. Something that's actually going to help you in the long run. Alright, and then number 5 is going to be your sweet spot. What I mean by your sweet spot is for example, I'm somebody who does programming, web development, image editing. I do game design. I could do game development. I speak Japanese. I can speak a little bit of French and a little bit of sign language. Those are various different skills that I have, but if I'm going to say that I'm good at any of those things, my top 3 would probably be coding, Japanese, and then it would probably be game design. Or game development, sorry, not game design. like thinking about the storyline and all that stuff, that kind of web development, not the actual programming of it. I still have to work on that. But so that's something that you could be working on, because if you work on your sweet spot, for example with me, I'm learning, I'm still learning Japanese so that once this game development gets off the ground, I can possibly go to Japan. If I can speak, I can possibly go to Japan and maybe work for Sony or Nintendo or something like that. So one of those big companies. But I could also be working on my coding and all that for maybe a new game console. There's just so many. When you focus on your sweet spot, how that directly affects your success is you are improving your skill for one thing, and then what you're doing is you're improving it greatly so that you can implement that into your day-to-day life. But that's all the time that I have for this one. I hope you guys liked the video. Go ahead and comment down below if you did, and any tips that you have and any ways that directly affect your success. Let me know if you want to see another one. Like the video if you liked it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.